young.
All right, we're rolling, dude.
Oh, we're rolling?
Yeah, go.
This is the first one I've done today.
I've actually never rolled on one of these, so
Really?
I don't know how they work.
All right.
You just have to hold the microphone real close.
It's kind of far away.
I want you to like.
Can you hear me now?
We're gonna get pop filters
You
for
should.
him.
Your whiskers should tickle the mic.
I actually just did a fresh shave. Well,
It looks good.
yeah. I've just been trimming lately.
Yeah.
You know, I was like trimming pretty aggressive line, and then I recently just said, "F that! I'm gonna let my neard grow. I'm just gonna go down."
Dude, it's smart because you
I'm gonna
always
trim
get like
just above the
razor
neckline.
burn, dude, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, it's bad.
Well, and I don't know if you know this, but I don't really have a chin, so I have to have a beard.
I think you have a great chin.
But when it's
for what it's worth.
I basically have an upper lip
Listen,
and then a collarbone.
I don't care what other people say. I think you have a great chin.
Everyone's talking about your no chin.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's talking shit, but I love you.
Yeah,
And then we'll
exactly.
segue there, too.
I got you, Hayden.
I feel like a rock star right now.
Yeah,
I know
you should.
everyone's. The 7 people
We're
that
gonna-
are here are all looking at us.
It's crazy.
We can't ever publish that.
Oh shoot!
We can't
Sorry.
ever publish that.
It's
That-
7
Can we-
people right here.
Leave
There's
that
yeah.
out.
There's
so Matt
7,000
doesn't know.
down the
There's more
hallway.
down there.
This event actually is kind of popping all of a
It's
sudden.
it took off.
But you guys
and-
have the
in a
prime
good way.
location.
Yep.
Do we?
I
Pitted
think you
Labs.
do.
You guys are up there.
That's cool. We actually don't even have the name at all on our booth.
I noticed
It just says e-commerce growth partner, period. And we're like, we probably should put our name on this.
Yeah.
you can just
Whatever.
update the.
Right.
Now that you have the frame, you can just get the wrap. My
Oh,
father,
cool.
because my father-in-law made that for you.
Yeah, I designed
I
all
heard
that
that you
in
guys
Canva.
had. Yeah, I heard that there was a.
Dude,
slight fiasco
I'm a
last night.
badass Canva designer.
That design looked great. Were you using
Canva all
Helvetica?
day.
I actually don't know what any of that means. Yeah.
Comic
Germanic.
Sans?
Yeah. Actually, buy some bold. Buy some bold.
Ooh.
Buy some bold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some gradient.
Times New Roman.
Open sans. Normal.
Open Sans.
Want me to
Dude,
give
I
you the
love
codes?
that.
I'll give you the codes for the colors too. Hashtag 3701 something, whatever the colors
And
are.
I'm so
Nice.
glad that you said hashtag and not pound.
Yeah.
Because I was going to make fun of how old you are if you said pound.
Oh.
Remember when it was pound?
I still call it pound.
I was actually worried
I'm
that I
old,
said it
dude.
wrong, to be honest with you.
You're like hashtag.
Hashtag. Pound sign, hashtag pound sign.
That's awesome.
Is there a
Dude.
niner in there?
Niner. Richard?
Hey, I was thinking for lunch, maybe we ditch out of here and we hit up Hoo Hot again.
Ooh.
That was the first time we met.
Who Hut?
The Hoo Hot.
the Hoo
Who
Hot.
Hot?
And dude, we ate a lot of food that day.
Are
That
you,
was good.
Now, you told me, before we started rolling, you told me a little bit about what happened last night. Are you sure you want to double up?
Dude, I was
And
not
go-
feeling
and go
well
all
last
in.
night. No.
Did you have what we call bubble gut?
What is bubble gut?
It's where it starts to bubble in your gut.
No, there was no bubbling. It was pretty smooth.
Smooth gut. Dude.
I feel fine now.
That's good. That's good.
Touch the mic.
We got cleaners
pulled
for
a
that.
Gobert.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
See, this is how stupid our podcast is. This
Yeah.
is what we do.
Amazing.
This is it.
Yeah,
This is how you do it.
I love it.
And I was going to ask. I've been asking sales questions, like you said.
Oh.
But I thought one of the best, the one that we
A
had.
great sales guy.
Let me
Great
ask
partner
you.
guy.
Let me ask you this: what's the worst line you've ever had someone try on you when you're on the other end of a sales conversation? Somebody's trying to sell you something, and you got the hardest close, just the wackiest dude. What's that story?
I've had a couple where people tell me specifically, they're like, I mean, we actually just we closed a brand. It's about, they tell me like the revenue deal size, like it's like hot shit. I'm like,
Okay.
in fact, that just turns me off. Like, we
Yeah.
work with this brand, it's X amount of revenue, or we actually are
Yeah.
closing this brand. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but, they're a $30 million company. And so, we just closed them because our software is that good. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. I tell people don't lead with
And
that.
how does that help me?
I don't actually know.
No, I tell people not
Yeah.
to like if your brand, like if you work with Coke as a brand, don't tell people that.
No.
Like they're either going to think you're too expensive for them and stop the conversation, or they know you're just full of shit.
Yeah.
You worked at an event that had a bottle of Coke in the corner, and you were like,
You're
yeah.
full, yeah.
It was in
See
one of
this
the
bottle
pictures
over
I
here?
took.
We
Yeah.
work with these
We-
guys.
I took a picture of this Coke vending machine.
Yeah, they're like all subtle. Do you actually know why we have a only Coke vending machine?
'Kay, so-
they're a client.
I have a terrible story of a guy trying to sell me. In fact,
Okay.
I had been using him, and this was when I was at GoPro, and it was a service provider that worked for Best Buy.
Uh-huh.
And I worked a deal with Best Buy where I convinced them to let me shift partners to a new partner they'd never worked with before that I was already paying for, and then I would take the money from this existing partner and I'd reinvest it into other initiatives. So I was like, Best Buy's getting the best of both worlds at this point, right? So I cancel, I notify him I'm terminating, and the sales guy calls me and he was like, hey, he was a little bit older, and he's like, I've worked with you for a year, and I think it's fair to say I'm your mentor. I'm a mentor.
Oh,
of yours.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
I'm like, oh, dude, please. And he goes, and I want to give you some advice as your mentor.
Yeah.
Everyone uses us with Best Buy. Everyone.
Yeah.
You are the only company that is now no longer using us with Best Buy.
Yeah.
Nick, if you work with us and it doesn't work, it totally tanks it. We suck. It's okay for you because you're doing what everyone else does. But if you go to this other company that you're going to move to, no one else has done it. And if it doesn't work, it's career suicide. No one will ever want you again.
What?
You need to sign back with us.
Whoa, dude.
I was like, yo,
aggressive
bro.
sales tactic.
The fact that that's how you think is
Yeah.
exactly why I'm leaving you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't ever bother calling me again. Like, we're out.
Dude, it's the audacity with some people, man.
It's crazy on the sales side because I feel like as a salesperson myself, like you have to try more to put yourself in that person's shoes. Because when you do things like that, you're not creating what I call sales differentiation, right? You're in fact just like selling another commodity.
Yeah.
And so like when people say like, oh yeah, well, I talked to this, I'm closing this deal, it's $30 million, all that stuff. Like I'm always about like, listen, like this is who we are, this is what we're about. If it's a good fit, awesome. If it's not, like, let me just connect you with a few brands we work with. I don't know what they're going to say about us, but like maybe they can just talk about their experience. Like I'd rather do that over and over and over again versus like, well, we've done this for this company. Here's our case studies. Because case studies are cool, but they're just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
People just read them. I'm all about interaction when it comes to like sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. I used to, working at a tech company, I started to realize that sales wants to sell the past. They want case studies. They want numbers. They want... Marketing wants to sell the future.
Yeah.
And then the product guys want to sell like what's just been released.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think the fact that you're selling in different timelines causes all sorts of rifts internally, and then it makes for such a weird experience with your customer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Before we wrap up here real quick, both of you, biggest sales ick? You seen that on TikTok? What's your biggest ick, dude? You got an ick for sales?
I'm not
Nothing?
on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
Okay, but do you know what an ick is? Okay. All right. Do you know what an ick is?
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it's just like
Ugh.
if someone's from England
Turn off.
Oh, turn
and
off.
then
There we
they've
go.
come to America. And
I don't know the cool words these
I'm
days.
teasing. Tom's sitting over there. I'm just trolling.
Yeah, okay. Biggest sales turn off. There you go.
I'll tell you what it is.
All
It's
right, go
when
ahead.
it's not the first message you get on LinkedIn when they slide into your DM. It's the second one where it's your name with a question mark.
Yes.
Robert? Question
Yes.
mark, where are you?
Okay.
Just like, oh, I want to murder
yeah,
you.
you're
I've got
terrible.
one.
Okay, there you go. All right, go ahead.
Robert, any thoughts?
Oh, Jesus.
And just that. Or if they cold outreach and they're just like, they know nothing about the company and I can tell it's automation.
Yeah.
Like automation is great, but when you are trying to reach out to the brands you want to connect with,
You have
it's
to.
got to be different. It's got to
you have to be
do the
personal.
research.
Yeah, you have to. It has to be highly personal.
And then they just do this automation. It's like, Robert, any thoughts? I'm like, I have no thoughts actually.
your thoughts about what, dude?
Yeah.
You're pissing me off. That's my thought.
I have a lot of thoughts, but it's not about
You're
sales.
like,
It's about
sandwiches are
life.
good, but when you grill them, paninis are better. Like, you just got
I
to
troll
throw
salespeople
random
now.
thoughts out there
I
that
troll
mean
salespeople now,
nothing.
dude.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We'll do this longer on the next
This
one.
is awesome.
Heck yeah, dude.
The man.
Let's go.
Oh, all right.